Wow, wow, and wow, wow, wow. Hey, 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 hey.
What's up?
Hello.
Can you hear
Yes, girl, where are you today?
me? H-Town Shorty.
Okay, for those of us who are
Oh, sorry.
illiterate on the acronyms,
Hey, look.
where's H-Town Shorty? Is
He's
that Hopkinsville, Kentucky, Hendersonville, North Carolina?
yeah, you know how they say ATL and everybody just know ATL. Are you you be like that city of brotherly love, girl. If you say H-Town and you be like, huh, what? We might have to subject to be like, take something away from you.
Oh, you gonna take away my cool points?
Your cool points. Go ahead, take your cool points away. But now you weren't the only one. My cousin was like, huh? What? I said, we ain't gonna tell nobody. But
Okay.
it's Houston, you guys. Houston, we just literally just got here about maybe an hour or so ago.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, you are watching Real Talk with Real Women Grinding.
Mm.
I am your host, Leneva Head, and this is Janae Pitts, aka the Travel Vet. Obviously, because she's never in the same place 2 weeks in a row, but she is in the United States this time. So,
Look, I'm sharing the love of, as I say, abroad and at home. Because I feel like no matter what, we can have fun in our backyard as well as wherever we go. So, for those who know, everything's big in Texas. There's always something to do.
well, okay. Well, I'm glad you're having a good time, and I'm glad you made it safely. I'm excited today because, we're promoting, collaborating, and connecting. I told y'all I was going to remember. I always get the words backwards, y'all. So like, I always get them out of order. They all say the same thing, mean the same thing, but I like to get them in order. So I'm trying. I'm a work in progress. Haha. But watch this. So we're celebrating Women's Month, of course.
Mhm.
And I was excited to be reminded that my amazing cousin and my amazing aunt, they have this business. that they started. And they actually do promote, collaborate, and connect others in their business. And so we're excited to share and let them share what they do, how they came up with that idea, and especially how they navigated during COVID. But to be able to have a business, right? And be willing to expand and share with others and let them share their business and not always make it about you, that's a pretty big deal, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
I mean, to be open to not being selfish. And most, I won't say most, a lot of times when we're promoting our businesses and our brand, the last thing we want to do is promote somebody else's.
You know what, Leneva, you hit something on the head, but that's why our vision was for 2021 was all about connection, collaborating, and promoting, because of what you're saying right now being the truth across the board. But I guess people need to get out of their own way and understand service to many leads to greatness. It's not necessarily about competing, but mostly completing. Because when you are being an abundant blessing to someone else, despite how many people is on this world, or even if you're not even international and your business is local, how many people are in the United States of America, period? So to say that you cannot help no one in your industry or help another entrepreneur out, that's just, I just don't understand how that could even possibly be the case. Because with so many people, how about that's enough to go around to share the love and the wealth and all that other stuff. But like I said, being a blessing to somebody else is only going to come back to you one way or the other.
It is. Anything else is just kind of being short-sighted. And we are blessed to be a blessing. And being a blessing doesn't always mean, hey, here's some extra money for you. Hey, let me talk to you. It could be sharing your part of your wealth, which is your knowledge and your talents. So, well, you know, I'm just trying to keep it all the way real with real talk. But with that said, I want to introduce you guys to our special amazing guests so that we could talk about what they're doing and what inspired them. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to Mariah and Patty.
Hello.
Hey. I feel like I'm in the family.
Come on, Dan.
Come on, girl. Come on, Janae.
We are family. But hey, ladies, how are you today?
Hello.
Good. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for joining. Thank you for hanging out with us. We're excited to have you, and we're excited to allow you to share what you've been doing to help other businesses and entrepreneurs expand and grow your own business at the same time. So just kind of tell us a little bit about who is Mariah, Patty, Jelly, and Rye. How did y'all come up with that name?
So, funny story. So, Jelly is like her grandmother name, her granny name.
Okay.
So her grandchildren call her Jelly, and they've always called me Rye. Because, you know, my name is Mariah. You see the R-I right there in the middle, but I spelled it R-Y-E, like, you know, rye bread and jelly. Okay. Just to make it cute. But we came up with the Swap and Shop events. Really, it was in person at first. And my mom, she is like the gathering guru. Okay. She can gather people together. She can gather people together just because somebody learned how to tie their shoe. Like it's as simple as that. And so like being able to use her skill and, you know, my skill with just, you know, dabbling in business and hers as well. I learned from her. I was just at the time I was like, man, I need to find somewhere, you know, to be a vendor. And then I realized, like, man, we have so many people in our family or friends that we know who are entrepreneurs already. Why can't we just host our own event? And so, so I got together with her. She was like, okay, yeah, we can do that. And we just kind of mapped it out. We did it at her home. So it was really private, but we still had a pretty good turnout. We've, done some giveaways and, had a moment. Now she's the one, she likes to pull everybody together and, do the whole get to know you, kind of thing. So we did do that as well. Like let everybody share who they were, what they do, why they do it. And it just felt real like family, like the way you just introduced us. So, so that's how we got started.
You know what? I remember that because I was coming and I think I was sick. Ended up getting sick, but I was watching because you streamed it on Facebook, even though it was in person, which I thought was really smart. It allowed me to be there even though I couldn't be sick.
Yeah.
We missed you.
Huh?
We missed you.
I know I missed you too. But who knew that we would end up in a pandemic and the platform that you were already navigating was going to be a platform that you could continue. And so basically your business model didn't really take an interruption, right?
Well, I owe that to Mariah because when she came to me with the idea to have a virtual swap and shop, I said, who wants to do that online? We like to touch and feel. And the result was that we had double the vendors with the online event than we had at the in-person event. So that teaches me, listen to your young people.
And a child shall lead them.
Preach.
So I know you said you were looking for vendors. What was the inspiration to actually go that route and to
bring people together?
Yeah.
I mean, I have been a vendor at other events myself.
Okay.
Normally, like I don't really know anybody, or it's at a school or a church or something like that. I try to bring somebody with me so I have, some familiarity. But it just when the idea came, I was just like, yes, Lord, because we know each other. It makes it comfortable. It makes it easy. We're able to network, because everybody that we invite is not going to know each other. But that was an opportunity for them to meet and then become friends or, connect, create a partnership, something like that. And that ended up happening. So far, it's happened like every single time that we've hosted an event. People who we know that we don't know each other. They're like, oh, hey, I know you. And so it just, lights a fire from there.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we found that so many small businesses that don't advertise, that they were thankful for this, I guess, small opportunity that we offered to advertise and promote their business. So they were pretty happy.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So let me ask, I'm about to go off script, Leneva. Sorry, but just based off of what they're saying, when exactly did you do this, Mariah? When did you come to Mom's with this? When was the day of the party?
So the first time that we did this was July of 2019.
Stop. I want y'all to say that again. July 2019.
Yeah.
And the reason why I want to bring this, and I knew it had been going on for some time, but the reason why I want to bring it to the forefront is because, listen, she was a forward thinker, everybody. Yeah. She didn't know COVID was going to happen.
No.
Not at all.
Yeah.
But what is a COVID?
In 2019, everything was right as rain. Like, whoop, whoop. We can belly to belly. Hey, y'all, come on in the house.
Yes.
No, Mom, let's go and do this virtual. Like when people really wasn't really doing Zooms, like, was like, come on, let's do this on virtual. So she had been thinking way ahead of the game. And that is important. That's major. And I needed to give you that. So to tell you, young lady,
thank you.
Way to go. That was amazing. And I'm saying that now because I don't know if y'all know about Clubhouse, but I'm always talking about it. And I was telling Lee once she update her You know, I'm already laying the foundation, but once you we can finish it all out.
I done lost some more points, haven't I?
I was telling Leneva, I said, man, your cousin was even ahead of like Clubhouse because what you're talking about right now, they're just now doing on Clubhouse. Like I had never heard of anyone doing it virtually, let alone in Zoom and stuff like that. But you was ahead of the game in that. And now they have transcribed that over to Clubhouse. But you are the pioneer for it, you know, in the retail and what you guys are doing with Swap. Wow. I mean, amazing, because when I get into the rooms and I listen, they're like, oh, this is such an amazing platform. It gives an opportunity to everything you just said, but this is their first time doing it.
Yeah.
And it was because of the pandemic is why they're on it. And that's just only for iPhone users. So I want all you Android users out there that didn't know what you don't know. Listen, this girl she's dropping up nuggets for you right now. So y'all about to take note. If you are in retail, yes, connect. Ooh, can't wait to give your goodies away, but you know what I'm saying. All right, back on street. So tell us more about what's your business and what's the focus. And how do you guys set it up?
Go ahead.
Okay. So basically, we focus more so on the entrepreneur, just because like my mom said, we know that it's difficult to put yourself out there. A lot of times we're just afraid to even try certain things. And so like we just wanted to provide the platform that would just, you know, give somebody a boost or, you know, give them that little bit of courage they needed to just take the next step. Especially when, you know, there's so many people who have great businesses and they're great people and, you know, it's the things that they love to do. So we're just trying to cultivate that and, you know, for the sake of being able to build it if that's what they want to do.
So if I was I'm in retail and my retail business is the Travel Vet, right? And I want to come in on your platform and do it with you guys. What would I need to do?
And actually we did have a travel agent as one of our vendors.
Yep, we did. We basically, when we set up our events, we put an announcement out there. We do have an application that you can fill out so that we kind of know like what your needs are, if you are tech savvy or not, so we can kind of provide some assistance there. And then since we've only done this via Facebook previously, we use like the Facebook room, so that's an option. Or we've done a pre-recorded Zoom call so that we can just post your interview with us live. And then we've done actual Facebook Live like segment. So the vendor themselves can go live and interact with the people live. So there's different options, you know, depending on your comfort level and, you know, I mean, based on the product that you're presenting as well.
Wow. And I tell you why this is a little bit like a difference between an audio form of Clubhouse and you guys doing it on Facebook. That's why I always tell people, don't dismiss Facebook. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Because one thing that you bring to the table is the video. Like you can show it. Like it's one thing to go on everybody's Instagram and look at the pictures and stuff. Yeah. But when you're actually selling something right then and there and the person can actually see the product right there, it's a different kind of mindset to some people. Some people ain't gonna want to jump on audio, be like, and go to your Instagram and look. No, they really want to see for themselves. So I like that. Thank you guys. That's the good stuff. Good stuff.
Yes.
It was smart. I mean, you are talented, like I said, forward thinking, ahead of the curve, and selfless. You know, like you said, you've been a vendor and you moved into bringing in other vendors to help them grow their businesses. And, you know, it made me think about, because I was describing it to someone and I was like, well, imagine Etsy. You know, so Etsy is basically a hub where all the little small businesses go and register and put their products out there for people to sell.
Yep.
But you just
Online
have to
marketplace.
Google it. Right. You just have to Google it, find it, and just kind of browse and shop. But this is a real shopping experience.
Mm-hmm.
We can connect, talk to people, hear people talk to us, which is very different. But I'm curious. So you guys are a mother-daughter duo. And as you continue to enhance your skills as entrepreneurs, are you passing any of these lessons down? I heard you say that jelly is because that's what the grandbabies call you.
Mm-hmm.
So are you passing down this entrepreneurial concepts, traits in your business acumen to the babies?
Well, I'll just say I think that I have passed my passion, my interest over the years in the small business owner to my baby, Rye, and it seems to have sparked a light, a fire up under her. So when she started having this entrepreneurial juice, I said, okay. And so I would say, yes, I have passed it to her. And she has a little one that this is real. I'm talking about that littlest one.
Oh,
that
yes.
Anyone.
she received. I'll tell you this real quick. She received a package of LOL socks, and one part of them was too big for her. So do you know that she sold me a pair for LOL socks for $2?
$2?
Yes.
And $2 a pair.
Maybe we have sparked something in her. She's 7 years old.
That's pretty savvy. So I just either wear the too big socks or leave them in the drawer. Why not just make $2 off of them?
Yeah, that little hustler said, I ain't gonna let these socks go to waste. I'm about to get me some money off of this.
Said here, I know you want them.
So I like she's paid attention to you, Miss Rye.
Yeah.
The man. Supply.
Well, yeah, I mean, to answer the question for myself as well, I have, passed this on just because I know, college is not for everyone, trade school is not for everyone. I was just telling friends of the other day, like YouTube is the next university. So, it helps to even know how to run your own business. And so for my kids, I was like, well, let's find something that you guys can be creative with and that you really like to do. And they didn't even, I don't think they just, knew naturally they could make money doing something. So they've actually been making keychains. They were one of our vendors for the virtual event and then, for the live events as well. And they're like really excited about it. They now they make stuff just because, like, whatever the season is, or, they saw a new cartoon, they've gotten really good with it. And they're all about making the money and learning more things when it comes to business. So I'm super proud of that.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to give you some snaps up for that. The keychains, they were your vendors.
Yeah.
And they're young. They're not even teenagers yet.
No, 11, 10, and 7.
Wow. And y'all said something key though. Leneva, when you said, are you teaching it to your children? Because guess what? Unfortunately in school, they're not being taught. Well, and we wasn't taught. And Miss Jelly, did your mom teach you?
No.
So it's like we don't know what we didn't know, right? And we don't blame our parents, our great grandparents. We don't blame them because they didn't know. Y'all know if they knew, they would have told us. But now that we know, guess what? We are accountable. It is our duty. Even if you're not a parent and you are a mentor to children, you in the Girl Scout, you that person. It's your duty. It's all of our duty to educate our babies on, hey, guess what? Did you know they'll make your own money?
Yeah.
You gotta go work for McDonald's when you turn 16. That's a lie. Two. Come on over here. Let's make what you like to do. Change already at 11.
Mm-hmm.
Found something that they love to do.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my oldest daughter, she was like, I want my own TV in my room, and I was like, okay, you're gonna have to earn the money for that, and that's
Mm-hmm.
how she started with making the keychains. That was like 3, almost 4 years ago, but now, the other two have joined on because they're like, oh, people give you real dollars for that.
Mm-mm.
So
And the
yeah.
reality is,
Mhm.
I like what you said, where you made her responsible to earn the money to purchase that television.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's how I
She
did
did.
with my son too, and they appreciate it more. They'll take better care of it,
Mhm.
and it also shows them there's a way to get what you want without always expecting someone to give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, in this particular day and time, that is, people don't see that as a positive trait. But I'm here to tell you that it's an amazing trait, and
Mm-hmm.
it's smart to do. So, what was
I want to ask them, just jump in real quick and just,
yeah.
you shared how the bloodline works because it's in the blood. Entrepreneurship is in y'all blood, and you keep
Mhm. Mhm.
it going. But what are some tips that you would share with other entrepreneurs based off of you guys' journey and your experience?
Jelly.
I would say just to be honest, straightforward in my dealings with my customers over the years. I try to please them as much as possible. Most people don't ask you for something just outrageous. Most requests are reasonable, and as much as is in my power, I try to please my customers. And for the most part, I've provided a service that solved a need. I have done Avon for 30 years, I think, and I've tried to quit it several times, but I have some loyal elderly customers that I serve, and some of them can't get out. And so that has proved to be fulfilling a need. So I would say if to young entrepreneurs, if they go into something where they're fulfilling a need, they're going to succeed.
Oh, yes. They go into something fulfilling need. They going to succeed. I like that.
Oh, that sounded pretty good, didn't it?
Yeah.
You should write it down.
I better write that down.
Write that down. Put that on your
No, I would say, for me, I would say do it scared.
Mhm.
And just because that fear, that that can just hinder so much, and just bring you to a point where you have stirred up, anger and bitterness because you're not allowing yourself to be free in what you've been called to do, or what ideas you have, what creativity has dropped into your spirit. Just even if you feel apprehensive, even if you don't know all the knowledge there is to know about it, just take at least the first step,
Mhm.
and you don't have to do it by yourself.
Feel the fear and do it anyway. Y'all know fear ain't nothing but false evidence appearing real. It's just something in our
Wow.
head that get stuck and not move forward to say that I
Love
can.
that.
You better
Yeah.
put I am and I will and you must, all that up in there.
Right.
Replace those negative words with some positive affirmations, y'all, and get your mojo on.
Love
It
that.
false evidence of hearing real. Don't have me get up in. I love it when you say stuff like that because it's truth. It is, and that's all.
That lit your fire, didn't it?
Yes, because
Just a little bit.
what y'all doing right here, y'all didn't let that stop you. But you know how many more amazing people we know got just as good as ideas, but they stopping at the door because of that fear. And so I love that, Mariah. Do it scared, even if you don't know what you don't know. Somebody out there is gonna help you. Somebody.
Yes.
Hey, reach out to me and Lanika. We may not know it, but she know people. She know Mariah, Patty and Mariah. She know people like that. I know some other folks. Like we ain't got to know it, but we gonna connect you to somebody who do know it.
That's
That's some good stuff. Good stuff. Nuggets. Hey.
It is. And, you know, spiritually, if you think about the great people that accomplished amazing things in the Bible,
Mm-hmm.
A, they was not ready. B, they were very, very afraid, scared. C, they had to trust in the higher power to give them what they needed to meet the need, achieve the goal, and go forth in their assignment. So we're no different. I mean, their assignments may have been extremely larger, but we're on assignment. We stay on assignment. And so in that assignment and walking in your purpose and doing what you've been instructed to do, it's not always going to be, oh, rainbows, butterflies, and sunshine. It's going to be, you know, you're going to have some trepidation in there, some uncertainty in there, but you press through that, knowing that you're going somewhere. And so I'm thankful.
Let me say real quick.
Yeah.
I think I interrupted you.
Girl, go ahead. That's what we do on Real Talk with Real Women, because this is Real Talk.
But I've said too that when you're active in your business, it's not always just about business. I've had jewelry parties where I've sent out like 25, 30 invitations for my hostess and nobody came. And so that taught me in just having to deal with the hostess. We talk, and like at our swap and shop events, we always let the vendors introduce themselves and the guest as well. And so sometimes I'd say just about all the time, it's more about, in addition to the business aspect, it's just a relationship, relational aspect. Some ladies come and introduce themselves. They say, I didn't even want to come today, but after I'm here and I get the vibe, the feelings from the other ladies, that's a victory in itself. And so it's more it's about more than just making the money. It's the relationships.
Yep.
Yes, that's a good point, because relationships will actually take you a lot farther. Relationships will result in more those people sharing your business, your efforts, their experience with you with other people. So relationships will actually grow your business just as much. But not only will it grow your business, you will have long time patrons. You know, because that's a big deal. Referral based is everything.
Yeah, relationships is a new currency, right? Everything you just said, Laniva, is relationships is that new currency.
Really,
you got some good stuff tonight.
I tell you what, I keep my head in the book like this.
Okay.
10 pages a day, 10 pages a day. I might not like to read. And if I can't, I'm plugging in the audio. When I'm traveling, instead, if I'm going to fall asleep, I'm going to fall asleep to an audio in my ear. So hoping that, what do you call it when it goes into your brain? Yeah.
I don't know the term, but yeah.
That hoping it happens. Yes. And so to absorb all that. And then I'll tell you what, because Laniva hit it too. She said those relationships keep growing, right? And I always like
Yeah.
to tell people your network is your net worth.
Come
There's
on.
girl in those relationships. And that's why it's the new currency.
Yes.
And then I ask people this, just think about it. When you die, what would you be remembered for? Are you going to be remembered for that person that's always being greedy and hungry? Are you going to be remembered for that person that's always lifting someone up or helping to get them there and thinking more about them than you?
And so if I had a mic.
Okay, Nuggets.
That's a word for you.
Yes.
The doors of the church are now open. Pastor Pitts has laid it down for the saints.
Yes. And so this is exactly what these ladies are doing.
Yeah.
They are doing exactly what Janae just described. And so having said that, because we do respect your time, I know we went a couple of minutes over, we do respect your time. I just want to check in with you and see, I know you do this quarterly. So do you have one coming up soon? Another event coming up soon? Or is it in progress?
So we're gonna say in progress, just because life has happened, and we need to get back into our business meeting and come up with an absolute date. But it will probably be the summer, just to kick it back off again and get everybody excited and give a chance for some new people to come our way and be introduced. So.
Okay. And they can find you on the private Facebook group Swap and Shop by Jelly and Rye.
Yes.
We are so thankful that you hung out with us today. Patty, do you have any parting words for the people that you would like to share?
I was going to give you a quick rundown of some of the vendors, but I know we're over time. So
Go ahead.
Well, we've had ribs. My niece and nephew sell ribs. We've had Josie's Teas, the crafting queen. We've had a book author, a lady who does eyelashes, Color Street nails, the keychains, T-shirts, paparazzi, a lady who makes masks, travel agent, just to name a few. So if you're out there and want to be a part of Jelly and Rye Swap and Shop, contact us.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Where it's all about vendors helping vendors.
That's right. That's right.
Collaborate.
Everybody winning, y'all. Everybody bought their cut to the table to get that money. Woo, I'm telling you.
And win.
Entrepreneurship at its finest.
Love
Intuition at its finest.
Love it.
Ingenuity at its finest. This has been Real Talk with Real Women Grinding. You know where to find us Thursday, 12:30 Central, 1:30 Eastern. We are so glad that you hung out with us today. We are so glad that we were able to meet and chat with both of you. Jelly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we can't wait to get the update on the next event date. We will share it and continue to promote. Okay, you say it. You say it.
Connect, collaborate, and promote each and one another.
All right.
This has been Real Talk with Women Grinding. Thank you again for hanging out with us. We will see you next week.
Next
Have a great
Thursday.
day.
Bye.
Hey, you guys, this is what we ask.